The advanced search screen comes up, and I'm just going to click this tab up here because I already have the terms typed in to save time. So here you have the usual 2 or 3 terms that I use: child or youth or adolescent, and then we have obesity or overweight or fat. But I tried something different this time. I tried television advertising to get really specific about it, just out of curiosity and experimentation, and also because I know that this database is a database of databases. It's huge, and so we may end up regulating and narrowing it down for ourselves in a relevant way. So I'm going to leave that as my search right there. I'm not even going to change the field. I'm going to let it go with the basic select a field. And down here we have limiters. If I wanted to at this point I could click full text, but I'm not going to do that so I can demonstrate something to you in a few minutes. Scholarly peer-reviewed journals, I could do that if I wanted to at this point in time, but what I'm really going to do first is deselect available in library collection. If I keep this selected, it will only show full-text items available in the library collection, which, for the purposes of LS 102, is pretty good. But I want you to know that you can try to get articles through interlibrary loan, and those would not show up in the search results, and you may find one that you really like that would be really relevant. So my recommendation to see the difference in the full text amounts, especially for the purposes of your assignment, deselect available in library collection. And I think we should also definitely select English. Let's see, where is English? Ooh. Okay, there we are. English is selected. Plus all the other stuff we did. Okay, so this is the full result with books and articles and everything, but we want just articles. So the first thing that I'm going to do to select that down to articles is select scholarly peer-reviewed, because that is what we're searching for here, not books. So let's just make it easier and get to that. But please note that right here, for example, we have an option. We don't have full text. It says request through interlibrary loan. If you were really working on this topic, this article might be really perfect for you, but we don't have the full text. But you could still get it in a few days' time if you request it through interlibrary loan. So now I'm going to show you the difference where with limit to library collection deselected, how you can click full text and it'll get even smaller. And we're down to 182. So you can see everything here is available in some way, shape, or form in full text. This is a PDF full text. This is full text through link source. If you click here, it should direct you to where the other source would be to provide the full text. Again, this is a database of databases, so some of the full text that's coming in is going to state the original source of where it's coming from. In this case, JSTOR full text would be where you would click here to get to your full text. And I'm scrolling through and I'm seeing, of course, you know, the usual bolded terms showing up in all fields of the record because this is the default optional search select a field. And the one that I'm interested in here is food advertising and marketing directed at children and adolescents in the US. So if I wanted to, I could mouse over this right here and it'll give me the abstract, or at least the most of the abstract, if not all of it. Or I can simply click the link title and then I can see the abstract and read that in full. And this is what you'd want to do, is read the abstract first. It's an initial evaluation tool. It'll let you know if you want to even bother with it. So assuming that we've gone ahead and read this, let's go in now and look at it in its PDF full text form. This is a scan of the journal as it appeared in print. So it's 100% equal to that which is in print. Tells us it comes from the International Journal of Behavioral Nutrition and Physical Activity. There's the abstract again. It has sections like we've seen with scholarly articles. Introduction is a section right there, and they might review some of the literature at that point. You can see they're already citing, and they already have factual information that they're using. Here's a section called Food Advertising. Here's a table that accompanies it in that area. Again, more tables and more structured sections. Quite a lot of tables, actually. And they're talking about product placement, how that may actually affect things, and I think that's interesting. Product placement does subtly affect us more than we know. So I'm scrolling through, and as you can see, lots of sections and tables, and so this is the nature of scholarly information. If it wouldn't be tables, it might be charts or graphs. It just depends on the type of study that was done, the type of research, the methodology, and so forth. This is right here very classic, summary and conclusions. They'll almost always have a conclusions section. Sometimes they're short, sometimes they're very long. And if it won't say summary and conclusions, it might say discussion. It might say something like that, especially if they hadn't reached any real conclusions, but they've only raised new questions for discussion with their research that was conducted. And of course, after this, we see the references. It may appear as notes, it may appear as references, it may appear as sources. You'll see different things listed there depending on the style, the citation style that the journal was written in, that the article was written in for the journal. And there's all your sources. And that concludes searching in EDS for scholarly sources. Talk to you later.